Storm Lake, Iowa man faces a number of charges after an incident in a coffee shop's drive-through lane over the weekend. 36-year-old Martin Guillen is facing 3 counts of interference with official acts causing bodily injury, second-degree burglary, assault while participating in a felony, and second-degree criminal mischief. Storm Lake police say they were called to the Scooters coffee store on Seneca Street about 7:30 Saturday night after Guillen reportedly broke into a vehicle occupied by his ex-girlfriend and her kids and threatened them. When officers arrived, Guillen tried to run from the scene and resisted officers' attempts to handcuff him. He was taken to the hospital in Storm Lake for the treatment of minor injuries before he was booked into the Buena Vista County Jail.